toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to... And the Mustangs will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Wilson will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the option. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. It's complete. Good, solid tackle. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Nice move to keep running. The Mustangs will move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Duff. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's reeled in. It's Applewhite.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Mustangs. The defense putting points on the board.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll try the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. There he goes. Quick step and go. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. After that pick six on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, NC State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw. It's Duff. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Pulls it, fired complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Let's talk for a second about NC State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He's got it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wilson to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Immediately fires to the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wilson will throw. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quickly out to the tight end.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A quick pass to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wilson to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Ball's in the deep ball. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. And some room to work. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Wants to throw. It's Duck. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got a little space. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Oh, what a move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wilson will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Duff. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. On the run, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to pass, it's Duff. Fakes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Surging forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wilson to pass. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. Looking for a man. It's Duff. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Barges ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Power football with the run. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Keeps it on the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wilson will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Spins away from the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Hums it downfield. Got his man on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those